Hi everybody, I'm Bill Sanders and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. About a week ago, Chrono24 had a list of things suggesting for how to take pictures of your watch so that it'll sell. And I looked at that and they were good suggestions, but there were some other ones I wanted to sort of provide it for really two reasons. One, if you have an image that you want to put up on a Facebook page, this will help. And also, of course, if you want to sell it too. And so let's take a look at some of these things. Now, the first thing I think is to avoid clutter in the background. Somebody put it down there on their desk and take a picture. One way to do that is to use one of these things. This is a light box. This is a very inexpensive one that I got at Amazon, and I put some tissue paper around here, and this will help more diffuse the light. You want the essence of taking a good picture is having good light, and the picture on the left there is a picture I took in the box, and then you can crop it and make it to the right size that you want. Most cameras have everything in it that you need. You can just do a little editing in the camera and that's all you have to do. The other thing that I think is important that a lot of people selling their watches forget about is their movement. To some of us, me among others, it's very important. It'll help you sell your watch if you have some special feature. One of the things that I've seen on so many watches for sale is they'll take the picture through the back. And so they have this piece of plastic getting in the way, and you really can't see the movement. So if you're going to take a picture of the movement, take the watch off, put it down somewhere, take the band, disconnect the band. I know it's a little tricky with a deployant band, but it's not gonna, you're trying to sell a watch. And then take a picture of the movement. Now, in this particular case, this has got a great movement. It's first of all, you have it's a 22 karat gold rotor. It's a nice thing. It has a Geneva seal. Very few watches have the Geneva seal. They used to all be Patek Philippe, but I guess there was a falling out between Patek Philippe and the Geneva seal people. So now most of them are on Vacheron Constantin 10s. There are a few other watches, including Roger Dubuis. So there's it's something it means something, and it could enhance the value of your watch. The other thing that I see a lot of is people take something like a paintbrush, a digital paintbrush, and they just, it doesn't matter what color, just scratch out the number. You can see it right above where it says Geneva Seal there. You can see a little number in there. Looks like the regular number. It's not. All right. Changing a number is real easy. I just took a cloning tool and bipped it, and now it's a number. It's just a made-up number. And so it looks like it hasn't been tampered with, okay? By the way, too, where it shows the Geneva Seal, put in a little label saying, hey, Geneva Seal, look at this. This is where it is. So there's a lot of stuff you can do to really enhance the value of your watch for sale. One other thing, in addition to don't have anything inappropriate for a background. I mean, it's one thing not having a cluttered one, but there's another thing, you have something that's going to be offensive. I see a lot of people like to put their guns or they got their combat knife or something in the background. That doesn't always work. People get offended by almost anything. My wife subscribes to a bird magazine because she likes birds, bird watchers. I'm sure that's going to make somebody mad. I have no idea why. But nothing that has to do, especially with political, religious, sexual, violent, or lack of violence, people don't like that either. And I've seen so many, put a note down there. Must you be told not to take a picture of your watch over a toilet? Sometimes people will use a bathroom because they have such good lighting. I've seen people do it. It's hard to believe. Or another thing, they'll picture their feet. They take a watch and they just shoot straight down and their feet sticking out there. God knows what they have on. So just watch what the background is. Now, another thing that is so common is out of focus. The modern cell phone or mobile phone with a camera in it, those things, they are the easiest things in the world to get a good focus on. You put the camera on what you want, you touch what you want, and it'll be the thing in focus. Now, here I have two pictures. You can see that on the one on the left there's a picture, the focus is on the cloth and not on the watch. And so the watch appears blurry and the cloth is nice and clear, but you're not selling the cloth. On the right, the focus was on the watch instead of the clock. Simple thing, a simple mistake is to focus on the wrong thing or not focus at all. My camera phone, my phone camera, whatever they are, is just touch the one that you want. Okay, finally, two things to avoid. I had a very hard time taking a bad lighting picture of my watch because my camera automatically keeps adjusting for the perfect lighting. And so it took a while. Finally I was able to do it. And you almost had to turn off the lights. On the left, you want to avoid using a flash. It will generally distort something about your watch. I rarely will it make it look better. And often it'll make it just not look right. You don't want that. Now you need to provide enough light too. That's the final thing. You want to have good light so that people can see your watch. Well, listen, that's it. And if you have any tips or any ideas for how to sell your watch in terms of the photography of your watch, let me know. Until next time, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Art Side, the art and science of watch collection.